Okay, testing sound. Okay, testing sound. Sound is good. Okay, it's time to continue. How far we got? We just got Ren surprisingly into the party. We got her all kitted up. I think we were gonna talk to everyone first. Let's start off by doing that. Analyst, what are you doing? You heard what Ren said earlier, right? About how this world changes as a result of what people inside it want? Yeah, but what does that have to do with this? She's desperately trying to wish a stuffed toy into existence with the power of her mind. Hey, I'm trying to concentrate here. Keep it a little more quiet. Should I go with a fluffy, bead-eyed palm? Ooh, or maybe a nice silky bear, or a super soft panda. There's so many wonderful choices. I can't decide which to go with. Concentrate. You can't even decide what you want. At least focus on one of them and see how that goes before getting greedy. All this crap about Phantasma's made up is giving me a headache. But it does take a genius to figure out just how strong the fiends in it are getting the further in we go. We're gonna have to get a hell of a lot stronger if we want to stand a chance against them. If the whirlwind really does change as a result of our thoughts, then we're going to need more than just physical strength in the battles ahead. We're going to need mental strength too. It's an interesting concept, I must say. Who would have thought this world changed in accordance with the thoughts and desires of those within? If what Ren was saying about discovering that being one of the conditions to moving on to the 6th plane is true, then we must be reaching the end of this particular plane. Let's check out if there's anyone else. Can go to the tree area. Seems like the situation we're in is even more severe than I feared. We discovered a number of rules that govern this world, all implemented by that Lord Phantasma. But what if they created a rule that dictates we can't actually leave this world? It's amazing to think that this world is where people's thoughts become reality. Even after all we've seen so far, I still find myself doubting that could even be possible, but it certainly makes sense. Still, if we assume that everything that's happened so far has gone according to plan for the Lord Phantasma, then I think it's about time we start trying to change that, Ren, take care, okay? Can't deny that there's still some part of me that refuses to move on from the past. Sooner or later I'll have to completely put it behind me and move on. Something up, Colonel? Nothing major, no. I was just lost in thought. Are you still thinking about what I said earlier? You really are a perceptive one. You wouldn't be interested in coming to work at RNA Research, would you? I'm sure someone with your level of force that would be a valuable asset to us. Maybe I'll give it some thought if you play with me again. Maybe. Our playtime at Granstal Castle ended up getting interrupted before it really started, so I'm up for another try if you are. I nearly forgot they ended up fighting when the forces attacked the capital. I'll think about it. Ooh, Ren! What are you doing here, Tita? I was just sort of wondering aimlessly while I was preoccupied. Seeing you again made me remember all the fun things we did together before, so I've been thinking about those. Like the time we went shopping and bought those really pretty birches and stuff. You're right. That reminds me though. I found one exactly like that in a tiny little shop a while back. The jewel in the middle was red though. Oh, you're so lucky. They were all sold out at the shop in Gransel. I really wanted a red one too. I know. Why don't we go on a shopping trip together sometime then? We could go to somewhere really far away. You'd like the Eastern Corner in Calvert, that's for sure. You can spend a whole day shopping there and never feel bored. Really? I wonder what kinds of cute accessories they have there. Oh yeah, let me tell you about the pendant I bought a while back. Looks like they're back to the good times in no time. Final place to check. His condition stabilized a lot compared to before. He does still have a small fever, but it's nothing worth freaking out about. A little fever never hurt anybody. Be sleeping soundly. Okay, I guess we keep going. Cause I don't think we have any doors for her. Humber Midpoint, I think. Is where we go. Yes. Question is, do we fight something smaller before we move on? Or do we just move on into a boss fight straight away? Test her out in real warfare. Guess it might not be the end of the zone yet. No, doesn't look like we're at the end of this. Ooh, we don't have a thing anymore. Are they just immediately trying to kill her? Really? She can heal, although I think everyone can kind of heal right now. Reyes is our best healer though. We're both empty. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm so used to them not being able to chase me down like this. But now that they are, Riesler Chain 3. Who was it that had that before even? Haze, is it called? Did Chloe have that? Yes, this one. Should probably get that equipped on someone now. I don't know who though. Would be Estella, I guess. What does she lose if we remove that? I think this is better. Let's do that instead on Estella. Nothing there. Up here. Door. Bring to me the playful minstrel and his closest ally against the beast they seek to overcome. So it's Olivier and Mueller. Okay, we keep that in mind. I don't quite want to go back just yet. We kind of just got here. We have a door available now though, for when we do go back. Thought we missed that for a while. We got it though. We got it good. Gotta kill this one quickly. It didn't die, it didn't die, it didn't die. Still go. Amber bracelet. You're the sister here. This thou shall not steal ring any bells. Yeah, Reyes. Why are you stealing? I've never done that before. It's the first time in the series we're stealing from chests. Converting us with her unholiness. What are her abilities? Hits foes in a wide area. KO 10%. KO 10%. Okay, so she's not really... she has 50% KO on her S-Craft though. That's pretty strong. She does a lot of damage. Hellgate. Hellgate. We're just destroying them. There, you know, she sighed in a way that was half frustrated, half disappointed. She never cared about money. Why would you try to win an argument with it? She could only say quietly in her mind, "My husband is an idiot." A new Reyes weapon. That's very good. Gives her arts too. Keep blasting them.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest.
3,000 Mira. Empty. Someone must have taken the chest phrase that used to be in here. Whoa, that's hard to see the enemies on.
Done yet.
I can't rotate the camera either. Epis. Certainly, come on in. Hideko would listen to anything Seido had to say, but no one could know the horrible fate that awaited Hideko this day. Is this the final area? Please have a... Yes, good. Guess we found the end already. We should go get Olivier and Mueller then and let them do their thing. Olivier and Mueller. They're both kinda low level, so hopefully they don't have to fight anything. Moon doors. No, star doors. I also forgot we don't have a person equipped when we do that. She gives extra XP and Sepith, so she's great if we're grinding other people. That's not her. Which I guess we will at some point. Let's see what's in this door. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. One month after the collapse of the Liber Arc, the banquet to celebrate the crisis' sixth successful resolution was over, with Estelle and her friends having largely left the capital to go elsewhere. One of them, however, Prince Olivier Rhys-Anor, sat rather comfortably in the ambassador's office in Gransel's Erebonian embassy, his work in the country not quite settled. I can't believe that you... I mean, my deepest apologies for not noticing that you were His Highness Prince Olivier sooner. Oh, I'm not surprised you never realized. I may be a prince, but my mother was a commoner. What point is there in bothering to remember my face? It's not as though I often show myself in the palace or attended high society gatherings. Knowing me certainly isn't going to help you in moving up the ranks, my friend. There's no need to be so humble, Your Highness. Besides, I'm actually rather grateful to you, Ambassador. You gave me all kinds of useful advice during my stay here at the embassy that I'm sure will be to benefit in my future. One meant words such as act like a man of the Empire for once in your life and stop idling here, go home and try doing some damn work. Your Highness, Your Highness, I think you tormented him enough for one day. The ambassador behaved in the same way any other man would have in his position. If anything, I'd say he has every right to be angry at us for keeping the truth from him for so long. But Mueller, I suppose you're right. I'll spare him any more teasing for now. I actually wasn't joking about being grateful to you, though. You truly have done admirable work over the past month. I have? Acting as a pipeline with the Empire, checking the safety of Erebonians residing in Liberl, helping the international liner service to resume. And those are only the tip of the iceberg. You've done so much more. Yeah, my deepest thanks as a Prince of the Empire. I am not worthy of such praise, Your Highness. You, however, deserve the utmost for braving the danger you did flying up to the Liber Arc. All of what happened seems to have caused quite the commotion in our homeland. So the people seem to rather relieved now that they know the danger has passed. It's all thanks to your courage that they're able to rest easy. Oh, there's no point in flattering me, Ambassador. I just did what I could. Nothing more, nothing less. And I couldn't have done anything alone. All I was able to accomplish was thanks to the help of those around me. I'm fairly removed from the stereotype of Erebonian as a stern, strong, and self-sufficient, if I do say so myself. As rude as it may be to agree, perhaps you're correct. Yet I believe your willingness to be flexible most definitely helped rather than hindered you here. I believe people like you are exactly what the Empire is going to need in the future, regardless of how I feel about His Excellency the Chancellor's approach. Ambassador, well, this is a surprise. I was under the impression that you supported the Chancellor. Then again, you are a noble. Does that lead you to oppose his reformist policies, perhaps? I may be a noble on paper, but I'm only a baron. All in all, I generally fall in favor of his reformist policies, Be that as it may, while this may just be the result of being in Liberl for so long and being influenced by the ways of its people, I do sometimes find myself becoming frightened by his hardline approach. I can't help but wonder exactly what direction he's trying to take our old nation. Interesting. Your Highness? I was just thinking that I'm quite glad to have taken the chance to engage in such fruitful talk with you just before departing the country. I pray you will continue doing all you can to ensure the peace with Liberl and its surrounding nations while I'm gone, preferably in cooperation with Ambassador Cochrane. Yes, let's not forget her, I suppose. Still, it's true that since the Non-Aggression Pact was signed, there has been some progress with regards to the crossbow problem. And given that it was Liberl who proposed the pact, that makes my role in future negotiations very important indeed. I presume that this is what you were trying to say. You're a sharp one, my good man. Excellent! Now I can return to the capital with my mind at ease. Leave everything here to me, Your Highness. I'll be looking forward to hearing what you achieve back in our homeland. Truly is a country like no other. I never thought the day would come when I would hear things like that from a noble of the Empire. Indeed, he's apparently somewhat less of an obstinate man than I thought he was. Perhaps this nation's very air has the power to genuinely change people. It seems to have had an effect on you too. I feel like I'm seeing a lot more smiles from you these days than I'm used to. I'm loath to admit it, but that may well be true. I still find myself wishing that you would learn from Liberlian's dignity and sense of restraint, however. Two qualities you don't particularly possess in any measure. In fact, you have far too much of their opposites. You say that, but these qualities are the only weapon I have. I don't have much that will allow me to compete against this Chancellor. I need to use what little happens to be tucked in my corner as best as I can. Have there been any changes to our plans? None. We should be able to proceed as arranged. 3 days ago, the Chancellor left the capital on a tour of eastern Arabonia. Tomorrow, you will be returning there aboard our sail while he's still out in the east. All those who need to be made aware of your return have been given proper notice. Your arrival in Arabonia will make a real impact, of that I am certain. What potential obstructions to the plan are there at present? Nothing major. There have been some movements in the Intelligence Division's 4th subdivision, but not much. There's a chance that everyone is being cautious because our sail is involved, but I put greater odds on the idea that everyone is just treating this as a pompous performance by you and not taking it seriously. Well, they'd be right to. It is. I have no choice but to start here, even if that means I have to use Liberl. And if I'm going to put on a show, why not put on the finest one the skies have ever seen? I suppose I can't argue with that. I'm sorry to trouble you at this late hour, Your Highness. A message has arrived for you from Heimdallr. What would you have me do? Really? Alright, come in. Pardon me. Well, if it isn't Lecter. I was wondering where you'd been. Haven't seen you all day. I've been exceptionally busy with work since this morning, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to be able to come and see you earlier, since you will be leaving tomorrow. I'm terribly sorry for not being able to. Yes, now it's kinda cool that we know a bit about Lecter from Chloe's story earlier. Oh, never mind that. If that work of yours is done now, we three could always enjoy some sensual quality time together for the remainder of the night. So what was the message from the Capital Secretary? They've acknowledged receipt of His Highness's message. However, they didn't anticipate that you would be able to arrive all the way from Gransol in less than half a day. As such, they're currently in a minor panic trying to ensure everything's ready for the ceremony tomorrow. That doesn't come as a surprise. There's nothing like our sail when it comes to speed at home. How cruel you both are, so deftly ignoring my proposal. Although, it sounds as though the stage will be set in time. Now I need to decide on an outfit that will leave everyone's jaws on the floor to sweeten my arrival. Perhaps a glistening coat and white loincloth will do the trick. That'd make a grand impact, alright. I almost wish I could go along and see it myself. Please don't encourage him. You show remarkable promise for someone so young. What do you say to coming back on their sail with me? I'd welcome your company. Your work here in Liberl's just about done as it is, isn't it? Your offer is certainly tempting, but I'm afraid I have another job to take care of soon. The thought is appreciated, of course. Really, well, that is a shame. Good luck with that next job of yours. Thank you. Well, if you'll excuse me. So that is Second Secretary Lecter Arundel. Is it safe to assume he's one of the Chancellors? Almost definitely, yes. They came through Hacking Gate on foot and took up his new position at the embassy a month ago. And right around the same time we headed to the Liber Arc aboard their sail at that. There's no way that could possibly be coincidence. No, it couldn't. The most likely possibility seems to be that he's part of the Intelligence Division. Are you sure not doing anything regarding him all this time was a good idea? Well, absolutely. We needed some way to find out what the Chancellor was up to after all. We'll probably get some kind of reaction from the Chancellor through his report at some point. Probably in about 2 weeks when the Chancellor's tour is finished. You planned that far ahead, have you? Well, in that case, I'll be sure that we're ready. I'll be counting on you, love. Oh, something the matter? Not really. It's just that the moon has come out. And what a beautiful full moon it is. It's strange to think that this will be the last time we'll see the moon from here. Truth be told, I'm going to miss it. Well, it looks like putting a smile on your face a little more often isn't the only thing the world's done for you. It's opened up your eyes to life's natural beauty as well. But in all seriousness, we'll just have to do all we can to be able to come back and see it again one day. Are we both still alive? Indeed. The next morning. Your Majesty, Your Highness, I humbly thank you both for your generous hospitality during my stay in your fine kingdom. You have been gracious enough to humor my brazen request of escorting me back to Heimdall aboard their sail. This debt I owe you will be repaid many times over in the future, rest assured of that. You needn't think of this as anything we went out of our way for. Escorting an honored state guest back home is a matter of course, particularly a guest to whom we owe a great debt of gratitude. If you have an opportunity, please do come back to Liberl again in the future. I imagine Estelle and Joshua will be back by then too, so we'll be able to give you a nice warm welcome. I'm already excited for my next visit. Have they left the country yet, by the way? They're busy getting ready to leave over in Roland at the moment, I believe. I'm planning to see them off when the time comes. I see. Incidentally, while the ruins of Hamel are currently sealed off, I'll do what I can on my end to ensure they're allowed inside. Could I trouble you to pass that along to them? Certainly. Thank you very much, Your Highness. I'll think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all they've done for me. I owe a great deal too, Cassius. If not for your assistance, stopping that armor division from crossing into Liberl wouldn't have been as simple as it was. I could say the same to you. Still, as I'm sure you're aware, the outcome will have been well within the realm of possibility for the Chancellor. I doubt he was even surprised by the incident. Really? Most likely not. Ereboni had nothing at all to gain from using that situation to occupy Liberl. Certainly not to the extent that it would be worth going out of their way to develop inefficient steam tanks. The only reason I can see for him doing that, what he did, was a show of power to surrounding nations, a statement that even without orbital power, Ereboni's army could still act. I indeed suspect that was his true aim all along. Goodness, so you did notice. The orbital shutdown phenomenon was a complete unknown to the rest of the continent. Perhaps it might never occur again, but there's always the chance it might, whether it's here or somewhere else entirely. I heard the Empire's only built a relatively small number of those tanks and all too, certainly not enough to launch a full-scale invasion. By the sounds of it, they were just put together in Ryford's factories using parts intended for standard orbital tanks. But as it stands, the know-how to put together tanks like that only exists in the Empire. And in these unpredictable times, no other nation has the time or resources to try and develop extremely inefficient steam-powered weaponry. In a sense, because of what just happened, the Imperial Army's effect as a deterrent is even greater than ever. He's using war as a diplomatic tool, and very effectively at that. None of this had even occurred to me. I have a long way to go before I'm fit to be ruler of this country. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. He's no ordinary foe to even the most hardened veterans. The Chancellor always seems to be thinking several steps ahead of the rest of the world. It's impressive, no matter what we may think of his actual ideas. I'm quite a reckless fool to be trying to challenge him, if I do say so myself. Don't be silly, Your Highness. How can you say that with a smile on your face is utterly beyond me? You should focus on building yourself a strong foothold to begin with. I do hope you'll be careful. No matter what may occur, be sure not to lose sight of exactly where you stand. Of course, Your Majesty. If I were to go and bring shame upon myself now, I'd be wasting all the effort involved in escorting me back home. I'll be sure to take what you have said to heart. Excuse me, Your Majesty. Hilda? Whatever is the matter? It's not often I see you so flustered. My apologies, Majesty. It's just that a guest for you all arrived suddenly at the castle. Ordinarily, I would not have rushed in while you were meeting with others, but the visitor is so irregular that I thought you should know at once. Irregular? How so? Sounds like it's about time I take my leave then. Actually, the visitor said he would like to greet you as well, and not just Her Majesty. What? Hilda, just who is this visitor? Well, he introduced himself as Chancellor Gileath Osborne of the Erebonian Empire. Uh-oh. It is an honor to be granted a personal audience. I'm Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial Government. My apologies for the abrupt intrusion. So you are Chancellor Osborne. And it is a pleasure to see you again as well, Your Highness. It's been a year since we last met, has it not? I hope these passing months have seen you well. Yes, a year sounds about right. Still, while I hope you'll forgive me for asking, just what did prompt someone of your stature to appear at the castle without warning? I'd very much like to hear your side of the story. My apologies, Your Highness. You see, these past few days, I've been touring Eastern Erebonia on routine inspections. It's been going very smoothly, more so than I had initially anticipated. I had enough free time in my schedule to pay a cordial visit. Oh my, is that so? Naturally, I would have preferred to come here while the crisis was still unfolding, like you yourself did, Your Highness. Unfortunately, the confusion in Southern Erebonia was simply too pressing a matter, and I had no choice but to deal with that first. This was the first chance that presented itself to come here and meet directly with Her Majesty, so I acted with the utmost expediency. I hope you'll forgive my lack of proper decorum in failing to give advance notice of my arrival. That does make sense at least. Regardless, please don't concern yourself with me. No doubt you wish to offer your greetings to Her Majesty. My thanks, Your Highness. Well done. Allow me to extend my most heartfelt greetings to both of you, Queen Alicia and Princess Claudia. It's abundantly clear that the crisis that unfolded here has been quite the ordeal for yourselves and for your nation's people. You have my deepest sympathies for the hardships you have endured, as well as my commendations for bringing the situation under control. I thank you for your kind words, Your Excellency. If anything, we should be apologizing to you for the fact that the southern side of your nation was caught up in what should have been our problem. We should be the ones going to you rather than having to trouble yourself to come all the way to Laberle. I beg you to accept our apologies, together with my deepest thanks for coming here today. I would never ask for apologies. I've heard what happened was the work of a shadowy organization stirring up trouble within your borders. While I meant well by sending a military force to aid you, I wouldn't have done something so careless had I known the truth of the matter. My actions were rash, foolish even, and I was rightfully reprimanded by His Imperial Majesty for them. Oh my. Fortunately, His Highness the Prince was able to act with all due haste to put right my misstep before even greater harm was done. I owe you a great gratitude for that, Your Highness. And congratulations beside for your part in bringing an end to this crisis. Oh, I did nothing out of the ordinary. I had a lot of help from Her Majesty, Her Highness, and Brigadier General Bright here too. Bright, you say? It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Excellency. And Cassius Bright, a Brigadier General in the Liberlian Royal Army. Pleasure is all mine, I assure you. Your name is rather well known even in the Empire. Not as much as yours is known here in Liberl, I would imagine. It's an honor to be able to speak with you in person. It's certainly a surprise to be able to, though. Coming here on a whim can't have been easy for a man as busy as yourself. It sounds as though I may have underestimated just how capable you truly are. Not at all. I was greatly impressed to see the Royal Army's effectiveness in dealing with the tumult here. Your forces have proven powerful yet flexible, capable of dealing with emergencies ably and decisively. I might go so far as to say it embodies an ideal that the Imperial Army, with its swollen ranks, could never hope to realize. You flatter us, Your Excellency. For your part, I hear you were responsible for the establishment of the Imperial Army's famed intelligence division. Our army is in desperate need of a new one of its own, so I find myself quite envious. It almost sounds as though the two of us each have what each other want. So it does. May I ask, Your Excellency, what will you be doing now? For my part, I'm intending to leave Liberl today, so I'm afraid I won't be around much longer. Yes, sir, I've been told. I believe you're intending to make your grand arrival in Hamdollar aboard the famous Arsail. I'm impressed you're already aware. I almost wish I could return to Erebonia and board it alongside you. But alas, I'm afraid I have other business demanding my attention after I'm finished here. I'll be leaving Liberl separately this afternoon. That is a shame. I would very much have liked to invite you to this evening's banquet. Please, you need to go to such troubles on my account. I feel as though I put you on enough for showing up unannounced as I did, to say nothing of dining with such esteemed company. Still, I do have some time before the airship I'll be leaving on is due to depart. That being the case, might I ask for a little of your time, Your Highness? I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you personally. Very well. I have some matters I would actually like to discuss personally with you as well. What a fortuitous coincidence. Allow me to have the room arranged for the two of you to have your discussion then. Hilda, if you would. Certainly, Your Majesty. Ah, it's obvious that Her Majesty is quite a tea fancier, if this plan is anything to go by. The fragrance, the temperature, the taste, I'd be hard-pressed to find fault with any of it. I've always been more of a coffee man myself, but I have no doubt that I'd be content with a cup of this at my desk each morning. As much as I agree with you, I don't believe we're here to talk about beverages, so shall we get right to the point? What did you want to discuss with me? I see your sojourn in Liberl has proven most fruitful. Pardon? When last we spoke, you struck me as a bright, flexible young man, and no doubt you still are. But now I see you as a resilient. But now I see in you a resilient inner strength, girding those aspects. I'm sure His Majesty will be most delighted with your personal development. Meanwhile, I see you're the same fearless man I've always known you to be. More so even, that crushing aura about you seems to have only grown with time. It's as if you feed on the resentment of those who live in the territories you annex. Such harsh words, Your Highness. Personally, I prefer the term political unification. Annex can carry such negative connotations, you know. Since the end of the 100 Days War, our army hasn't committed a single act of aggression. All of our unifications have been entirely peaceful. You're quite right about that. On the surface. Oh? It's amazing how similar the annexation process is in every single time it happens. It starts with a small nation or independent state, with an array of problems beyond repair. Those problems start to worsen, after which Jaegers and other dangerous elements enter, plunging public order to an all-time low. Desperate for a solution, the local government requests the help of the Imperial Army. Before they know it, they're part of the Empire. Well, it's not as though I can deny what you're saying. Each instance does share certain commonalities. Still, it's to be expected, an inevitable consequence of the age of unchecked growth and progress in which we live. The Imperial Army is simply acting in the Empire's best interests, helping to stabilize their neighbors for the good of the Empire. And it's understandable that they would. I do find myself rather curious why intelligence division members are going to such nations with such peculiar frequency. Well before the problems I described worsen, no less. I won't press as to where you came by such information, as curious as I am, but I will say this, at its most basic level, those actions are about risk management. It's because we've been acting to minimize such risk beforehand that the army has been able to successfully quell each problem in turn. With the small price of earning the disdain of the people in those nations and an increased risk of terrorism in exchange. To tell you the truth, I'm rather astounded that you had the courage to come to Liberl all on your own to begin with. After all, you made yourself the biggest target for terrorists in all of Erebonia. Your concern is touching, Your Highness. I would ask that you not trouble yourself with my safety. I employ some very skilled subordinates tasked with primarily with eliminating the risk of terrorist attacks against me. Really now? That Lecter is one of those, I assume. A rather peculiar fellow, isn't he? But very useful one all the same. Working out the scheduling for this trip and taking all the necessary precautions to ward off terrorist threats were both his doing. And thanks to his commendable efforts, I can depart for Crossbell free from worries as soon as I finish my business here. Crossbell? Are you surprised? I'll be participating in a top-secret discussion with a representative of the Crossbell government. Recently, a large number of funding has been flowing into the country through Republican channels, putting our allies on the defensive. I'd always meant to visit at some point, and this seemed to be the perfect opportunity. Are you out of your mind? Crossbell is full of enemies and different factions at each other's throats. It's now even a hotbed for terrorists and criminal organizations because of its position as a buffer state. Does that really sound like the place the Erebonian Chancellor should be going even on an official visit? I'm surprised to hear you advocating caution in the face of potential dangers, Your Highness. After all, it was you who flew onto an ancient city, at great risk to your own safety, and returned unharmed after surveying it. Compared to such rousing risk-taking, my visit to Crossbell will be child's play. As I'm sure you're aware, you're regarded as something of a hero back in Erebonia now. Ah, to see a hero make a grand return befitting his newly minted legend, and aboard the famous Arsail no less. Naturally, our hero has also taken the time to ensure that every well-known newspaper and magazine are aware of his homecoming too. Oh, I have no doubts that your triumphant arrival will be every bit as glorious as it played out in your imaginings, Your Highness. Do be sure to capitalize on this chance as best you can to build yourself a firm foothold. I expect great things from you, after all. Scree! Hey buddy, you haven't changed a bit, huh? Scree! Really? Sounds like a ton's happened, huh? But it's nice to see you and your masters are doing alright. Your master. Scree! Lester? Well, good day to you, Your Highness. I pray I'm not causing any trouble by taking a tour of the castle like this. The view from this terrace certainly is beautiful, isn't it? What happened to you, Lecter? How did you end up working for Chancellor Osborne? I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. Are you perchance mistaking me for someone else? Your name is Lecter Arundel. You were the student council president at Jenny's Royal Academy, which you attended before leaving suddenly 2 years ago. So no, I'm not mistaking you for someone else. But that's where you're wrong, because my name is actually Lecter Arundel. I can certainly see how our names could become mixed up, however. They are scarily close. Still, now you know. Please just call me Lech. Don't try and joke around with me, Lecter. Do you have any idea how worried all of us were when you just disappeared without a word? You submitted your notice to leave the academy and then were never seen again. Even the otherwise calm Leo let out a cry of anger when he found out. And all Lucy could do was give a sad smile and say, "This is just like him," the whole time with tears in her eyes. Jill and Hans were heartbroken, and so was I. Yet after all this time, you finally show yourself, knowing full well that I'm here, and this is how you act? By pretending you're someone else? Lecter! Sorry, no need for the scary glare. You're still taking things way too seriously. Looks like it'll take more than stepping up as a crown princess to change that part of you. No, but you know, seeing you makes me feel kind of relieved. I always figured if someone like you became crown princess, you'd have virtually no freedom to do anything other than work. But from all that's reached my ears, it sounds like you're actually doing alright for yourself. And you've even made some great new friends after I left the academy, didn't you? Nice. I sure did. Nonetheless, it's thanks to you that I was able to change that all. You were the one who gave me the first push in the right direction. I never got the chance to thank you properly after you left. But all this time, I've always been grateful to you. Well, consider me honored. Do I get a kiss in return? You do not. I may feel respect towards you, but nothing romantic. That's a bummer. There was me all taken in by how pretty you'd become, wondering if all this could be the start of something downright magical. What happens instead? My dreams of romance and sweet smooches are crushed to nothing before they can even begin. I know you don't mean a word of that, you know. You're looking very sharp yourself, though. It's surprising to see. Every time I've seen you before today, it was in that heavily frayed uniform worn in the most sloppy way imaginable. I think you'll find I was merely making a fashion statement. That wasn't laziness or sloppiness. Every part of it was carefully calculated and considered to have maximum effect. The scary thing is, I actually believe you. You always seemed as if you cared for nothing but having fun and causing trouble. Yet when it came down to it, you were wise beyond your years. And I've finally seen part of the reason behind that today. I'll ask you again, Lecter. How did you end up working for Chancellor Osborne like this? Just what happened to you between you submitting your notice to leave the academy and now? Do you now? I have to admit, I never imagined that would be the case. On the contrary, I was expecting you to tell me to back off. Oh, Adios forbid. What reason would I have to suggest such a thing? After all, at the end of the day, our positions are functionally the same. Not sure I understand. Do you not think so? Personally, I find it difficult to believe that you would not harbor some hatred towards Erebone as it is today. A grand empire clinging to the glories of a bygone era, ruled by the nobility and shackled by meaningless conventions. Am I wrong? People call me the Blood and Iron Chancellor, as though I hold the whole Erebonian in palm of my hand. But in reality, my position is far more tenuous. I have supporters and allies in the capital, certainly, but outside its walls, the nobility holds far more sway than any of them. And while it is true I hold a great amount of power in the form of the Imperial Army, even then I only truly command around 70% of it. The remainder is loyal to the nobility, who also maintain their own private armies. With those factored in, my advantage shrinks substantially. So you see, I'm still very much in the midst of a battle to truly exert control. Which is why you're building railways all over the country to expand your area of influence. And you've been annexing new territory to that same end. As I've long thought, you clearly understand me better than anyone else. That is why I'll say this once again. Work with me, Your Highness. With your support, our nation will be able to bring about real reform faster than ever. The noble faction, bloated with its centuries of decadence, can be stopped before they even have the chance to unify against us. Surely that's what you desire more than anything. Let me just ask a simple question, Chancellor. What connection do you have with Ouroboros? I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you're asking. I will say this, however. I am a firm believer in using every resource at my disposal in the name of achieving reform. That's the way I believe in handling politics. I see. Well, it certainly does seem as though we would see eye to eye in many ways. That's all the more reason why I'm afraid I must refuse your offer. Is that so? Yes, I find it difficult to like the rotten noble faction that exists in the Empire. Or perhaps you're right that hate is the more appropriate word. But my feelings of fear towards your methods are far greater than my feelings of hatred towards the nobles. What you seem to be doing is trying to compel Erebonians with a delusive utopia to whip them into enthusiastic frenzy. No doubt is successfully convincing the people the old guard will fall into a metaphorical firestorm created, and yet by then the gears will have already begun turning. There will be no satisfying a roused populace with a thirst for revolution. The storm will just keep growing larger and more ravenous, engulfing anything and everything in its wake. You know this, don't you, Chancellor? But of course! After all, that's what I intend to happen. It's the first stage of my reforms. I'd be more than happy to share further details with you if you were decided to work with me, Your Highness. In the meantime, I wish you well in strengthening your foothold back in the Empire. Of course, if that's your intention, you'll find it a necessity to work with those nobles you so despise. You truly do see through everything, don't you? Ah, well that sounds like the noon bell. The airship should be arriving shortly. Which means it's time for me to take my leave, I'm afraid. I look forward to seeing you again in the capital in 2 weeks' time. Think the discussion is over then. What's wrong? You look awfully tired. Oh, nothing. Just feeling an odd and new at what a monster I decided to pick a fight with. Oopsie, I think it's probably about time for the airship to arrive. I'm gonna have to stop you there and get going. What? See you, Sig. Next time I see you, I'll bring you some Eribon and salami as a souvenir, okay? Screet! Wait, are you planning to just disappear without telling me anything a second time? Oh, got an important question for you. Did you fall in love with someone while I was away? Uh-huh. Hit the nail on the head, huh? Oh, that's so cute. First love, right? How's that feel? Heart all aflutter 1 minute, end of the world the next. Don't you dare start teasing me. But you're right though, I did. He rejected me in this very spot not that long ago. Wait, you're joking, right? There's a coincidence I didn't see coming. I'm not so sure about that. Feels like you know everything sometimes. I'm not some kind of all-knowing, all-seeing divinity. That's what makes the world so interesting to me. Oh, I'm happy for you, Chloe. Knowing the pain of lost love is what makes a girl blossom, in my humble opinion. Do you feel like the whole experience let you get a step closer to the person you want to be? Well, what about you? Do you feel like you're getting closer to becoming the person you want to be? By being at the Chancellor's side? Kinda hard to do that when I don't have a person I want to be to begin with. I'm just sticking with him because it feels like it'll be fun, that's all. I've been doing it since before I joined the academy, in fact. You have. The prince is surprisingly capable, but it still isn't a match for the Chancellor. Tell him to watch his back, alright? So that he doesn't get swallowed up by that monster after he gets tired of dancing. Goodbye, Lecter. Thank you all for waiting. The Calabria International Airliner bound for the Principality of Remiferia will be departing momentarily. Please mind your footing when boarding. So that was the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Can't believe he actually went out of his way to use a civilian airship when he probably has a private one of its own. I'd heard rumors about how out of the ordinary he is, but he lives up to all of them. Haha, he keeps me on my toes, to put it playfully enough. Him aside, thanks for coming all this way to see me off, Shara. I was lucky I just happened to have business here at the right time. Feels like this is going to be the last chance we get to see another for a while after all. Rather unfortunate, as my dream is and always was to live away my days in the love of luxury surrounded by women as beautiful as you. Well, good luck with that. Changing the subject though, who was the young man at the Chancellor's side? He didn't strike me as your ordinary guy. Oh, you could tell. But of course, I'd say I'm used to running into people who are out of the ordinary at this point. You sure fought enough of them. His name's Lecter Arundel. He's a secretary who was sent here by the Imperial government. Apparently he was the one who planned out all the details of the Chancellor's visit to Liberl. I can't pretend to know much regarding his background, but he's exceptionally skilled at what he does. Actually, I know a little. What? Oh? Is that true? Yes. Claudia explained that Lecter once attended the same academy as her and had served as a student council president. She also mentioned about his sudden disappearance after the academy festival 2 years ago. Unbelievable. Then, someone contacted the Chancellor. Someone connected to the Chancellor had visited Liberl first. Then he's very likely to have had his own veritable information network established here long before I even came up with the idea. I think it's safe for us to assume that's the case. Which also means that it's safe to assume he knows every detail about all that's happened here since. From the coup d'etat to the crisis regarding the Earl, all of it. This man gets more unbelievable by the minute. He actually gave me a message to pass on to you earlier too. Watch your back so you don't get swallowed up by the monster when you get tired of dancing. He sure knows how this thing where it hurts, doesn't he? I feel like I can see a whole new world of pleasure opening up before my eyes. You should know better. Getting outdone at every turn like this is really not my style. What do you mean? Captain Schwartz, I have a little favor I'd like to ask of you when we're in there. I'm rather impressed with how Prince Olivier has come along. No matter how he chooses to act from here on, he will have his uses to be certain. You would say that given that you think of everyone as your pawns. There's me, the prince, the society. Indeed, and I'm much the same. We are but pawns on the vast game board that is the Empire, where a thrill like no other will take place. But it's because you too wish to see how that game plays out that you've chosen to stand with me, is it not? Well hey, what can I say? Just don't forget that this piece right here might not be loyal forever. And such a betrayal would be perfectly fine by me. Or did you honestly think I'd never consider the possibility it may happen? Just thought I'd come out and say it. How are the other Ironblades doing, by the way? They're all doing very well by the sounds of it. At the rate things are going, there's a chance all of the prince's efforts will be for naught. Perhaps I ought to hold back a little on him. He shouldn't pull any punches to you. You know something? I wouldn't write him off so easily if I were in your shoes. What? What? These look like rose petals. If you look at the window on the right hand side of the airship, you'll be able to see the famous high-speed cruiser there sail. We've been informed that it's on our way to the Imperial capital with Prince Olivier of the Erebonian Empire on board. But it's also given us a message to relay to all passengers on board today. I give thanks to Aries for the good fortune to have been able to meet you today. May your journey be filled with beautiful roses and her blessings. And of course, may your journey to your homes be a safe and pleasant one. That marks the end of his message. I never thought there was a bigger dumbass in this world than me, and yet here we are. Very well, debaucherous prince. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Show me how long you can hold out against me. Side story, Return to Empire finished. As might be super clear, this is very, very important for future stuff. It's probably the most important side story so far for future games. Let's see, we got Divine Eye, Scent. This is very good for difficult battles. But it does give us Scent, which is bad. But when we're doing difficult battles, that's not random battles, that's a very good thing to have equipped. The only con is that they chase after you. So if there's nothing to chase after you, you're kind of fine. Okay, where are we going next, I wonder? End of the chapter, I guess? Head back to Hermit's Garden. pick up Ren and Joshua.
Leave it to me. Let's move out.
Joshua and Ren.
Leave it to Ren.
It's probably worth to start upgrading BS quartz. It costs quite a lot, but like people we think we're gonna be using a lot. Estelle and Joshua, I'm unsure of if either of them are gonna stay, so I won't really do that yet, I don't think. And now I don't have them as arts users anyway, so it doesn't benefit them as much directly. Like we just doubled Rias's EP available, which is gonna be very useful. Let's see if we can drink from the water. Would be nice. We can, good. Then we can do the end of chapter thing, I think. Make a save. Yeah, I think we're ready to just go. Haven't got any weapons or anything, have we? Oh, maybe Ren can buy a weapon now, actually. Rose Ripper. Get that. Let's get started then. See what happens next. I always like the end of chapter parts. They're like the best parts. But that's where most of the story is, I guess. Ooh. Is that our exit out of this plane? Doesn't look like there's anything standing between us and it either. Time to make a mad dash for the... Wait. What's up? I can smell the distinctive scent of the underworld, and it grows stronger by the second. What? Are we gonna get surrounded by magic circles then? No, this isn't gonna come from a circle. It's coming from above. Whoa, 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 whoa. Spiders? How cute. They're trying so hard to be intimidating for us, aren't they? These are the three gluttonous Arachne sisters, kin of the 77 devils featured in the Testaments. They weave nightmares and consume the souls of those who wander into the labyrinth. So this is what real devils are like, huh? They sure look the part, but they're not gonna be enough to stop us. Let's get nasty. Right. Get this up early. Honestly, we're gonna do her... Oh, it's not global. Let's do it on the big ones then. Oh, that's bad. It's very bad having her be petrified. Let's get rid of that. You should try to hit these two with this.
Rings of battle to that land.
No! Stop cursing me! Get rid of this on Ren. No, don't cancel her arts.
Goddess bless you.
Oof. Let's have Ren use her ult on them. One down. They are shielded now, which is great. Let's have, even though she's strength down. Oh, it didn't die. Luckily we had a shield. No, not her. Ah. We need her to heal herself, I think. One more down. No, oh, it buffed. I didn't know you could do that. That one is very tanky. No, what 15k?
Mercy.
Ah! Let's heal run.
Good to go.
No! Still not dead. We need to get rid of the petrify or she gets dead from one hit. 18k, are you kidding me with that damage? It's not balanced at all, what? I could never block 18k. It's so weirdly balanced. It's like always gonna kill one each turn. I guess we can still get past it by spamming revive stuff. That's that little one down. Now Joshua is down though, and she's petrified. Now we're dead.
Have mercy. Sorry.
I don't believe in one-shots. I think one-shots are a very bad concept that we should never allow. Gotta get rid of the smaller spiders, or these spiders, faster than we did last time, so they don't stay an active threat.
Upon the golden wings of Saturn,
Now they're still stacked, so we're gonna use a lot of ults on them. That's one down. That means that thing spawned now though, which is very bad. Seriously? That's actually crazy. What? Are you like what? Hello? What? What? How did you just petrify 3 people in that single ability? I'm sorry I didn't know they would be using petrify. I failed a skill check, I guess. Like what? Why can't they do that? One target is fine, that's acceptable. Like, sorry for not knowing all the details about the boss fight before I even do the boss fight. I wish I had a bit more time, then I could have cast the walls, which would make me immune to the petrify, but we don't have any time to do that. Not really giving us any.
upon the golden wings of Saturn,
Softening bomb, get rid of this. Another one down. Nice. That's very good. I kind of want to move. Or do this, I guess. Oh, he's alive. Okay, we need to... I don't know, what's the best thing here? Not attacking him at least, maybe just healing yourself. So the others don't have to heal. The best thing here now would be getting an earth wall out. But we cannot get it on everyone. And she just got killed. Get Stella up again. What is that? How can you do it at much AoE?
Where'd you go?
I get maybe I should be spinning every turn running away from you or something, I don't know. Now they're revived. I will run away if I get to survive one turn. Surely doesn't do AoE every turn. How he did every AoE every turn. Does she have Black Fury? Yeah, she does. Okay, she can at least get rid of that thing on everyone. But I can't now get everyone out. We need to heal them. Ah, she just killed the entire party. What's up with these end of chapter boss battles now? They were so fun in the beginning, now they're just crazy. Like beyond what should be possible they're doing.
Upon the golden wings of saddle, to rescue
Give me at least one round of free, like, letting me move. No, he just killed my entire party in one attack. I have no time to move out. So stupid. Gotta give me a bit of a buffer. Not a big one. You don't have to do much. Just a little bit. Like now I have to use softening bomb turn 1 because I got unlucky and he did that attack immediately. Come on. Again, another Petrify on Tasha. I think if we kill the other one, it's gonna spawns the next one. So you kill this one, it's gonna have to get it cast off, sadly. That's fine though, actually. Now we spread out before we kill this one. Guess you can go hit that. Ren move over here. That'll move over here. It healed, that's totally fine. You can do that how much you want. Guess this is how you're supposed to fight it. Like super spread out. I can't buff or heal at all during this when we do this stuff though. But it might still be good. Okay, it's down, and now it's gonna summon the big one. Damage with Dark Matter. Joshua, one shot, okay. I think we use Dark Matter here. Dark Matter here again. Does she have a res? She has a res. She's my best damage though, I don't want her to be sitting here reviving them. If I go to heal Joshua now, we're gonna die, so Joshua has to just stay alive somehow. Okay, Joshua is alive. And now you heal yourself. Joshua will heal himself when it's his turn. Dark Matter. Joshua, you can use a Terral. And we go Dark Matter. Dark Matter. It's healing. Oh no. Is this the first boss that heals like this in this game? I'm kinda just gonna heal in order to take its crit turn. I don't want it to have that. Okay, she's petrified. I won't be able to remove that now. Let's actually just get this ult off.
Upon the golden wings of Saturn.
Maybe I should have saved it as an execute actually. Hopefully it doesn't heal now. Oh, nice. I think it's worth to softening bomb here, even though he has to get close to her. Dark Matter. It's gonna hurt a lot with a quick round. It's almost dead. Can we get a dark? No, it's super late. Joshua, go! Kill it! Kill it, please! Please! Yes! Nice! That thing was strong. Arc Fencer 2. True Wheel of Time. I wonder if it's gonna look different or if it's just better. What was up with that last one? That was so unfair. I agree. Estelle, I appreciate this connection we share here, Estelle. You're voicing my concerns. It felt unfair. That must have been, of course, his name is Sigma, the Three Sisters' mother, and even she was not able to stop us, thankfully. What? That looks like Stealing Stone. Another Stealing Stone, huh? I honestly figured Ren was gonna be the last. So I was in a pretty stone like that when you found me too? I feel like a princess in a fairy tale. You kind of are like a little princess, actually. I think this one may actually be different. The other stones had a strange sense of warmth when you held them. Not so for this one. Really? Is it because it has something bad in it? No, instead of the usual warmth, it just seems to have a cool, almost divine feel to it. Almost as if it might contain the goddess herself within. Sharp as usual. Oh, he's here. Who's that? So you decided to show your face again, did you? Haha, the priest is still unconscious, I see. What a shame. I was rather surprised to find out he can only use his Stigma powers against heretics. Even power of that magnitude is meaningless if it's so limited and has such repercussions. I almost pity him. To tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting you to reach this point so quickly. Your final piece is inordinately capable. Oh, might you be referring to me? Thanks to you, I ended up having to make my appearance sooner than I was expecting. I suppose I should have expected no less from the host of Granstone's finest tea party. That's very true. Regardless, I came to fulfill a duty, and fulfill it I shall. Think of that stone as a gift for gathering all the pieces scattered throughout Phantasma. It contains not an additional piece, but a rule book of sorts that you may find beneficial. A rule book? That certainly explains why it feels different compared to the others. Could this mean that you're finally ready to face us head on rather than continuously taunting us? Whether that time has come is entirely up to you. For now, all I would say is this. On the next game board, all of you will find yourself face to face with a number of trials to overcome. He's escaping again. Wait a damn minute. Is that all you got to say? What kind of trials? A variety in all shapes and sizes. Even I will be one of them. You? Really now? I eagerly anticipate seeing whether you're able to overcome them all and make it to me. Don't disappoint me now. Oh. It's almost as if he can't help but to try and taunt us. He just stays long enough to say something cryptic and then leaves before elaborating every single time. Oh, I just love those types. Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, we might get nothing but cryptic teasers out of him, but we do have a new ceiling zone to unlock. I think we should head back to the garden and get to it. I agree. I'm quite curious as to just what this rulebook is as well. I mean, you might be able to pick up. You probably guessed earlier, actually, but you might be able to see why Ren and Joshua react more towards this certain person. The way it glows is pretty different compared to all the other ceiling stones. You're right, I wonder who's going to pay out of it. Why did Estelle say that? She doesn't know. Chloe, is something wrong? Okay, oh wait, actually Chloe did see Ren's, I forgot about that. Never mind. No, it's just, the light radiating from it feels somewhat nostalgic. Huh? That comes as no surprise. It's her! What? She looks like... I'm so glad I can finally communicate with you like this. I wonder how many hundreds of years it's been since I last was able to hold a true conversation. Your Highness, wait... Aren't you... It's a pleasure to finally have a chance to meet one of my own descendants. And allow me to extend a hand of welcome to you, all of you, visitors to my garden. My name is Celeste. Celeste D. Osles. Chapter 5 complete. You've reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you? Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just going to leave a message with the priest. Oh, hey, Rufina. Yeah, I got here late this morning. How about you? When do you think you'll be getting here? I'm going to be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now. Gotcha. I'll wait until you arrive. I think Rias and the kids will get all bent out of shape if I showed up without you. Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Although, speaking of Rias, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up. I got it all planned out. I've been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap her out of her funk. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you might think. Yeah? I guess she's not really a kid anymore and that she's 13, but still. Actually, that's about how old you were when we first met, right? Now that you mention it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, it looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course. Got it, see you later. Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in 2 years? And I guess that makes 9 since I met Rufina. I hope Rias isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. Kevin... What is it, Father? Has something bad happened? Well, I just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in black at the edge of town. What's worse is they were supposedly heading for the mountain path. You don't think... If they were, Astra House must be their target, I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on? I wish I did. I doubt it's anything to do with the Gralsford at least. I think I should go and check it out just in case. Please do. Oh, do you know when Rufina's going to be arriving, by the by? This evening, by the sound of it. She said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can you let her know what happened? Damn it, Jaegers? Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. But what could they want with a gospel facility to begin with? The longer they're allowed to be in there, the more danger the kids are in. I'm gonna have to try and handle this alone. It's time to put my combat skills to good use. Chapter 6, The Guardian's Trials. Celeste? Wasn't that the name we saw in those data crystals? That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the Earl. She was also the founder of the world's current royal family. I'm glad to see the information I left behind ended up proving useful to someone. It really did. So then you're really the founder of the world's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celeste Assless. Think of me as something of a shadow. Or a partial copy of her personality created in order to influence Phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now. That is correct. Before I try to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about what the world we are in is first. You can do that? This should be interesting. As you are aware, the land in which you stand is called Phantasma. This is the world belonging to a higher plane of existence, created several thousand years ago by the Earl. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Earl in order to incorporate and process the will of the Liberax populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others as necessary. Pardon? You lost me. Yeah, isn't there a simpler way to explain this? Well, while not technically correct, perhaps you could think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the Earl in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire. That's better. What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think it's far too real to be a land of pure fantasy. When I say fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadow graph or a kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does that make the concept any easier for you to understand? Somewhat, yes. And suddenly the name Phantasma seems much more appropriate. As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Earl rather than being the Earl itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism. You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Earl? That was also in those data crystals left behind. Exactly. At first we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Earl had absolute control over space itself and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming upon the idea of temporarily freezing it and imprisoning it with gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss. You had discovered your foe's weakness, but had no way to take advantage of it. That must have been quite a frustrating predicament. Indeed. And yet our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness, the Recluse Cube. Is that what this is known as then? Yes, that is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Earl as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is, me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Earl's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed. He who catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts too. It sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything. Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played a part in the end. Once the Earl was sealed away, my work was done and I fell into a deep sleep here. The reason being that if the Earl were ever unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however. Luck's played a huge part for us too. We're not even sure where the Earl is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during all that happened at the Liberax. I thought as much. I was able to confirm the Earl's disappearance from here within Phantasma too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over, and that all that was left for me and this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared. Ah, so that's when it happened. Quite a recent development, it seems. The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, stealing all of my power before I was even aware what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance to their own designs. But this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all Lord of Phantasma's creations. Looks like your theory was correct, Ren. Still, that makes it sound like... Yeah, so you don't think who that masked bastard is either, then? You don't know. I'm afraid not. Their every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they're trying to achieve by bringing all of you here and testing you. Well, that's a shame. That is the part we want to know most of all. I only wish I could be of more help. The only other thing I can say about them is that I suspect Lord of Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane. There's a 7th? What makes you think that? That was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of plane that plane is, I don't know. But I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole of Phantasma. That doesn't sound good. Then we'll be seeing them after the next one, won't we? Yeah, we just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, the time to fight them head on may not be that far off. I was getting tired of waiting. As was I. It seems the end may finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord Phantasma is trying to achieve. Actually, I just might. Kevin? You're up! It's good to see you again, Father. You too. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you for that matter, little lady. I'm sure you weren't. I got something I want to ask you. But I suppose I can wait until later. For sure. Are you sure you're feeling alright? Right as rain. I'm feeling just great. All the sleep must have done me a lot of good. And I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was cold too. Yeah. Hey, I'm Kevin Graham. Maybe I don't need to introduce myself since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far. True, I was able to tell what was happening at the Libra Arc from the garden. And out of all the people here, you're the one closest to the truth of what is happening here. Am I wrong? What? No, I don't think you are. I can't pretend to be much of an expert on what the Phantasma itself is, but I got a pretty good idea as to who's responsible for all of this. I can only think of one person twisted enough to put us through what we've been through. Wait, is that someone you know? You could say that, yeah. The short version is, they're a real piece of work. A cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch who doesn't even see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with. Sounds like a real awful guy. And who, may I ask, is it that you're talking about? Well, about that. Would you be willing to wait just a bit longer to answer, for the answer to that one? I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing that'll let me be completely certain. And I think we'll find out just what that is in the 6th plane. And here I was thinking we're finally going to get an answer. Is there a reason you can't share your theory as it is? Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot if we come so far, but I promise that as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. I swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem. Well, I don't see any reason to say no. Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons. It's not often you ask us for favors, so I can't let it slide. No problem here. If he says wait, I'll wait. I feel as though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either. Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun. I believe we're all in agreement then. Yep, consider this one settled. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take the lead again, and I appreciate if you back me up. No problem. It seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all that I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and monuments, as I always have. Now that you mention it, we haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us since we got here, have we? Thanks, Celeste. We couldn't have done this without you. We truly are in your debt. Please think nothing of it. I am but a shadow, placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help however I can. Will do. Sorry for worrying you two, Rias, but I'm just fine now. So please, just leave everything to me. I'm begging you. Only if you promise me one thing. What is it? I won't make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it, but don't do anything that would make her feel less sad. You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you? So, will you promise? Yeah, I promise. I swear in her name I won't. Ooh, we can choose who to have now. We're probably not gonna keep Rias then, actually. Which is kind of weird, because she's important to the story, but party-wise, I think we want Joshua, Ren, Chloe.
Here we go!
I think this is the strongest party. Also, I'm super scared, but okay, we still have Zero Flood. In my mind there, I was thinking, what if we have actually ran away? And I have to redo part. I haven't checked in a while. But it still says 0, so we're good. Okay, nice. I was like, oh god, what if I run away at some point now? But I'm not as stupid. Okay, let's... I already saved, but save again. We can check equipment and stuff after we look around, shall we? I am myself but a shadow bound by the laws of Phantasma. As such, I'm afraid I'm limited in what I can do, but I'll be sure to do all I can to support you in your efforts. Start over here. Hey, Sin was saying something kinda cool earlier. He says this place is perfect for martial arts training. I might not be in the same combat style as him, but I'm not gonna say no to a chance to get stronger. Say, you wanna join me from Spark later, Sin? Sure thing. Oh, Kevin, Are you feeling okay now? We don't want you going in and collapsing again after you only just recovered. Hey, come on, Estelle, I'm indestructible. Pretty swell timing on my part before, huh? I didn't even get to say hi before I fell unconscious now, did I? Indeed. Everyone was shaking their heads with disappointment when you collapsed. You're supposed to be a Dominion, but you wouldn't believe it from that shameful show of weakness. I'm pretty sure everyone's just panicking, especially you, Reyes. Reyes, so how are things going between you and the others? Getting along? Yeah, we are. We had the chance to get to know one another better while you were asleep. That's good, I guess. I fully expect you to keep your promise with me, however. If you dare break it, you're going without a food for a week. Ouch, I'd rather you spare me that one. I'm thinking... we go Grail Sphere on that one again. It's just very, very good. So Father, how are you feeling now? Fine, thanks. Sorry about worrying you guys so much. Oh, don't be. I wasn't there to see you collapse, so I was simply curious how you were doing. Hello, Kevin. It sure seems like you got quite a lot on your mind. I won't force you to tell us everything, but given all that we've caught up in, I think it's fair to expect some kind of explanation. You'll get one, I promise. Hope you don't mind waiting a little bit longer. And I would have imagined the very ghost who aided us all this time was an ancestor of the Liberlian royal family. Still, I can hardly imagine a more reassuring revelation. I like to think that with her help, we may be able to compete against the Lord Phantasma after all. Never imagined that would be the origin of the cube we've been reliant on all this time. At least now we understand how we came to be drawn in here, to a degree. It seems like the one directly responsible for that happening was the Lord Phantasma too. I can't wait to make them pay for what they've done. So you like plushies too, huh, Ren? We're gonna have to sit and talk about them later then. I need to find out just how much. Ren, well, let's talk again later. I still want to finish our conversation from earlier. I'd be delighted. I understood the gist of what Celeste was saying, but that doesn't really explain why there are all these books here. Especially so many of them, something's not clicking with me. Oh, look at this weird one. Weird one? What's it called? From Fat to Fit. By Gilbert Stein. These bookcases really are weird. Can we read that? Written by Gilbert Stein. Read. Well, this guy's dedicated. Yeah, let's go with that. Achievement. Please erase my memories. Oh, all of Dull Night. Oh god, we gotta click through all this. Okay, 1. We're gonna count together here. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. And finale. Got achievement, Bookworm. Read all of the books. Okay, so there's no new books up, I guess. This words really does make no sense. I mean, I'm pretty sure what Celeste is saying is the truth, but it all just seems so weird. Well, whatever. Guess there's no point in worrying about it. I'll just try and help the princess here. I'm sorry, Gisette. I didn't mean to push my work onto you. Oh no, it's no big deal. It's not like I got anything better to do right now. Okay, it's equipment time then. Get rid of stuff from the other ones. I think this has to be a good team. The only one we might want to change is Joshua. I'm thinking if we would want to take in Richard. I'm pretty sure he is strong. He has a lot of HP. So does Joshua though, to be fair. We keep him around for now. When we get to harder fights, we might need to rethink battles and regrind and stuff, but then we'll do that then. We won't do it before we have a problem. Although, it's really sad seeing Estelle having to leave the party. It's just, her court setup is not optimal for any type of build. And her S-Craft isn't good enough to warrant her being in the party. That they can keep. Okay, we're fine. Let's put in some stuff on them then. Ren is fine. Kevin needs stuff though. Action 3 or memory. Action 3 probably. Probably action 4 would be nice, but we don't have that yet. Falcon Eye is very good. Let's do Chloe first actually, because I want to get those water quartz put out so we know we can have them. This should be here, and this here, and fine. Probably something like Septium Vein. EP cut. EP. Then I'm thinking a green one. Whichever one gives a lot. Evade. That's good. And Kevin. Gonna want a mind, maybe an attack, probably not though. Him having a shield, access to shield would be good. I think that should be enough to give him it. Yes, he has now. Nice. EP he should have. Then what, I wonder. Maybe put attack here. Or maybe something else, I don't know. We could put evade here and then attack here. He has revive now. Chloe has revive too, which is great. See them both have that. Didn't we have a mind 5? Oh, she has that. Alright, accessories we need to take away and maybe some slight gear. If it's good one. Chloe. That. Probably that for skaters. This is not good for you to have. Would want you to have auto thing instead of Joshua perhaps. Honestly, maybe Kevin should have. Put this thing on Kevin. And then an art thing. The biggest art damage boost we have. This one, Crimson Eye. What does Chloe get then? Arts is of course good. Art defense is good too. She's our healer. Having her stay alive is very good. Art 50. 400. That's pretty... a lot of our defense. 600. Prevents mute too. Prevents petrify. I like that one even more actually. There we go. I think we're kitted out on them now. Probably some far behind in levels. Not Chloe, but Kevin is now. Let's go check out the next area, shall we? I don't know what's coming up. Could we drink the water? Is that a thing we can do? No. Okay. What does Stell give? HP recovery. I see. That might actually be better than the 30%. Because it doesn't have any penalties either. Let's have Rias as it makes sense too. Having her still kind of be a part of it. Through being support. Let's continue onward, see what's the next chapter location is. It should not be another weird place, it should be a real place in the open world. Time to upload, do it then. Are you sure you're okay now, Kevin? I'm fine, honestly, never better. Anyway, we can't afford to stand around talking here, we need to get moving. You're right, I suppose. Ah, it's the scenic route. This is the normal pond, isn't it? So the next place to be recreated is the scenic route near the Laberlian Royal family villa, is it? Probably be more dangerous than scenic route. Dangerous than scenic this time around, though. We should start exploring as much of it as we can, but stay sharp. Okay. Let's see what's new here. Loses 50 arts for that. Is it worth it? Maybe. This is good though. That's probably not worth it. That's just good though. Damn, that's a lot of defense on Kevin. But the other ones though, it's only like 100. The boots are good too for Kevin though. Let's get some money. It is upgrades for Ren and Chloe too, but it's so expensive that it might not be worth. Like I can't even afford 3. We know we have it available though, so let's not just buy one for now. We should check quartz too, but yeah. Oh wait, this was actually better. Actually never mind. Shouldn't we give that to him? He gets more strength then, but he loses out on all that agility. So probably not worth. Keep it on Kevin. He needs a better weapon. Let's give him this boots though. And Ren, we could upgrade your equipment. Hopefully we'll find some weapons in the zone. Would be nice. Whoa, I barely saw this one. What is it? Slightly weak to... Let's try hitting one. Yes. Okay, hitting is not very good. Got it. Porygon arrow. Gonna petrify that with that, I guess. That was a far attack range, gotta say. I don't honestly know what he should do. Like, just skip turn, because he can't do much. If he starts hitting them, he's gonna move them out of the area. I can do this now. That didn't hit.
That's that. Let's move out.
Silver gem. Don't you have better things to do? A palm. Wish I had an S-craft ready that wasn't Ren's. I mean, we could use Ren's for this. It's just not exactly the best one we have. Let's do it, because I want to kill a Palm. What? Was it immune to that? Gonna run away now? Yeah. We're getting a lot of XP in this area. Do we go down? What's even down here? We try going up first. Oh. Why aren't you doing more damage, Joshua? Did we forget to equip his new weapon? Is that it? Yes, we did. She also got a new weapon. Oh. Barely saw you. Still, that did not help your damage. It's still horrible. One down. Analyst.
That's that thing. Let's move out.
That's pretty easy. Quick turn. Cannot resist the call.
That's that thing. Let's move out.
Everyone leveling. Oh, the face of the monument is glowing and words are visible on its surface. The Lord of Phantasma does decree. Here lies the monochrome schoolhouse. Place your hand on this monument, the White Wings are on your number. Our friends left us a message, huh? And I'm sure the White Wings mentioned there must be referring to... I can only assume they must be referring to my descendant. You're here, Celeste. There's no need to be alarmed. This is only a shadow of myself that I created to talk to you here. Technically, I'm still in the garden. But now that I'm finally here, I have some of my strength back. I've gained a few new tricks like this one up my sleeve, so to speak. And that's cool. Anyway, am I right in guessing we need to use this monument to proceed? You are indeed. It appears to be a kind of gate connected to this area and another realm created by the Lord of Phantasma. However, in order to activate it, you will need to have a certain member of your team with you. No doubt they work in a similar way to the doors scattered throughout Phantasma. Makes sense. So in this case, the gate will only open if I'm on the front line. I'd say so, yes. The other monuments in this area will likely service gates to other areas, requiring different team members. But as it stands, none of the others are active. I presume you need to travel through this gate and finish the area beyond it first. Understood. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Should you require my aid, I will be in the garden. I'm ready to proceed when everyone else is. Just say the word as soon as you're ready to move on, alright? Will do. I want to double check our equipment before we get a move on. Yeah, I didn't even know this was the way forward. I'm trying to explore here. I want to find out the chests. No, it's block turn. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. At least I died from that.
That's that. Let's move out.
Heal yourself to full. Nice. I didn't see you. What? He was full HP! I'm gonna die here. Let's just die, honestly. What is this damage? What? Why are they normal mobs doing 14k a hit? I stumble into a mini boss or something. Okay, so they hurt a lot, but they're super squishy. Sapphire gem. I don't see your name on that item, so why are you taking it? Because I didn't see any other name on that item. Nothing is written on the Cornelia monuments. So I guess we're gonna be forced to bring out some other team members for certain parts here, which is kinda neat. I like that. Check out the area over here. Before we move anywhere else, we should go as far as we can, I think. Also a good amount of XP from these enemies. Okay, so we cannot go here. That's probably where it's gonna end. I think we should bring Joshua back to being a caster. Despite all the effort we put into making him into a good not caster, he's just not really doing anything with it. His S-craft is good though. This is good. Outside of that, he's really weak. He didn't even kill them. Excellent. Or maybe we even shelf him entirely and bring out Richard. Ruby Gem. Isn't this the part where you give me something in exchange? You know, like a decent human being? Such amazing damage to the Joshua. Kill it, run! No.
Now, light of the heavens, radiant wings.
Zero.
Alright, what's next?
Oh, well, okay. What's down here? The monument? Guessing the areas we're going to later then aren't gonna be too big. Since, you know, if they are, this chapter is gonna be a really long one. I guess it might just be a long chapter though. Since we're getting closer to the end. Kill it! I'm thinking maybe what we should do, I don't know, can I exit other people's? No. Like keeping this, but putting on something that actually gives him strength, like this. Because maybe it's just that his strength is too low. I think that's the best strength item. Yeah, we can try that for a bit. See if it feels like it makes a big difference. It does also mean that we could give Kevin or... Doing this is probably better either way. That means we have another generation item we could put on. If we want. Did this loop around, I wonder? Isn't this where we were before? Oh! No! Don't die! He should hit a bit harder now with that strength.
That's that thing. Let's move out.
Yeah, isn't this where we came from? It is, so it loops. That's interesting. Let's keep going with this team then. Because for the first one we need Chloe. We have Chloe already. So we could go Hermit's Garden though and refill. In case they throw a boss at us or something as soon as we enter that area. It's called Monochrome School. Sixth plane. Guessing from the looks of the UI, there's gonna be 8 planes. I mean, there's spot here between windows, I mean. On this UI though, it looks like 7, but I'm still assuming there's gonna be an 8th, because there's always like, we think the next one is gonna be the last, but it's, you know, problems and stuff pop up, and yeah, it's not the last. His damage really didn't go up a lot, did it? Is this thing immune to death? It is. Should have guessed. Should have, could have guessed. Please don't one-shot me. Did it. Good. Calamity throw 2. Oh. Oh, I wish I could run now. I actually shouldn't have done this ult, but we did it. Too late.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I'm thinking we'd lose some damage on her if we were to do that, but if we put this thing on her, just so she has some more ease to regain her heal. Oh no. Oh no. I should have been more cautious. Why wasn't I more cautious? Honestly, attack, run. Here I was going back to get full on everyone, and we end up getting to the area with nothing. Place your hand on this monument, the white wings amongst your number. Touch it. Are we going to Genis? Oh, yep. What the? The Royal Academy, but everything's been drained of color. Now we know what Monochrome Schoolhouse was supposed to mean. Sure, it's creepy to be in a world of black and white like this, though. I feel the same way. Even if it's creepy, however, we still have to explore the grounds from top to bottom, so we may as well get started. There are 5 buildings in all. The main building, the clubhouse, the girls' dorm, the boys' dorm, and the auditorium. There's also the old schoolhouse, which is accessible by the path at the back of the main grounds. Good to know. We're going to need to keep an eye out for those knights prowling around too. Right. Got it. Can't wait to see what we find. Let's heal. Look around the schoolyard first, perhaps, and then we go inside when we've done that. Should be able to flicker and still get enough to do his scrap, yes. Nice. Oh. 10,000 Mira. Think outside the box. Chest. You too. Your excuse for thievery is as wooden as I am. Doesn't look like... Oh, 2 chests. 10,000 Mira. Step right up, step right up. Grab your free item today. Not you, sir. You've already got yours. Leave some for the others. 10,000 Mira. I ask you this. Do you love me? I have the only key that locks the chest. Should you return my love, I wish for us to meet once more in that shop. And together, we will forever secure our love inside. Which one do we start with? This one? I don't... Girls store return. Okay. That's a chest. Fish skewers. A spider looks at you angrily for disturbing its living room. Don't know if we have to fight these, but we're doing it anyway. Run really hurts. Mira comes and Mira goes. Sometimes it may be lost, but at times the loss can be regained manifold. Offer 50,000 Mira to me, and only then shall the door open. Do we have 50,000 Mira? Sure. Paid 50,000 Mira. Take it. All the Mira we just got from the chests is gone, I guess. Hopefully we get some of it back at least when we complete it. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. More general story then, since we're not specific characters. What could this be about? Bose? Is it the mayor? Perhaps? Mabel? Yes? Thank you very much for coming today. I'd love it if you'd be able to start coming to prayer like this more often. I'm afraid it looks like as though I won't have a choice in the matter. If I show any signs of skipping mass lately, Leela gives me a stern lecturing. You're rather fortunate to have someone like her by your side, you know. Nothing was more valuable to a person than someone who will chide them when they seem to be straying from the right path. Oh, I couldn't agree more. I do wish she could go a little easier on me than she currently does, however. Look at it this way. The fact she doesn't just shows how she's important you are to her. For one thing, I hear you've been exceptionally busy with work these days. I wouldn't be surprised if she hoped to make the time you spent here to be a break from all of that. As frustrating as it is to admit, that's a scarily sound assessment, but she can't keep me away from work forever now, can she? I think I ought to be getting back to it now, so if you'll excuse me. Please give my regards to Father Holstein too. Certainly. Have a good day to you then. A good day to you, not have a good day. As if Leela wasn't bad enough, now I have Sister Rosa saying the same things as her. Oh well, next up is inspecting the market, so I should probably get to doing that. I was expecting Leela to be here to meet me now though. She's been awfully cool to me lately, and I still don't have a clue as to why. I thought she was going to pray with me today too, but then she up and decided she needed to take care of shopping. Maybe I can grill her on it later. For now, I should hurry and get to the market. Oh, isn't that Leela? Thanks, I really do appreciate your help today. Not at all, I should be saying the same to you. Anyway, if you need anything else, just give me a call. I can always worm my way out of whatever's much to make time for you. I'll certainly keep that in mind. Please do, my little sister's been so excited for the big day already. It'll sure be one to remember. Yes, I'm sure. For now, however, I really should be going. Oh yeah, the mayor should be about done with the mass now, right? Until next time, farewell for now. Did I just witness what I think I did? So that's why she's been acting so distant towards me lately. I wish she'd said something. I thought we were supposed to be close. I suppose it shouldn't come as much of a surprise. She's a grown woman. She might seem cold towards people on the outside, but she's a wonderful human being, and a rather attractive one too. If anything, I'm surprised it's taken her this long to find someone. Well, it wouldn't be fair for me to get in the way of her happiness. I do feel a little lonely at the thought, but she's going to want my support. It wouldn't be right for me not to give her it. I'll have to apologize for being late. Might I ask exactly what you're doing? Oh, it's you, Leela. How long have you been there? You appear to be rather tired. This is where I keep telling you that you need to stop overexerting yourself. Oh no, I'm not, I assure you. Shall we head to the market? Well, if you say so. The next day. Mayor Mabel, can I ask you to go over exactly what you want me to do one more time? Just so I'm not misunderstanding. Well, as you said, I would like to investigate exactly what relationship those two have, as well as what kind of person the gentleman in question is. So to put it in simpler terms, you want me to check on whether they're dating and do a background check on the man, right? Is that right? Yes it is. Is there something wrong? Well, kinda. I mean, we braces do at times do background checks on people, but that's when we suspect or know for sure they're involved in a crime. If they're not, doing so would be an invasion of their privacy, and that doesn't exactly fly with us. Oh, obviously, if you have a reason to believe that man Leela appears to be dating is involved in illegal activity, I'd be happy to help. Is that the case, though? No. On the contrary, actually, he appears to be a good, honest man. I see. There's obviously going to be a chance that's just a facade and he's not the kind of person he appears to be, but as it stands, I don't see any grounds for the guild to make their move. That is unfortunate, but I can certainly see where you're coming from. Sorry for troubling you with this. I don't know what came over me. Please forget this conversation ever happened. Forgive me for asking this, but are you all in favor of them dating, right? You're not trying to break them up or anything. So why are you so concerned with finding this out? As I think you're aware, Leela lost her mother and father during the 100 Days War. As far as I can tell, the scars that left on her heart still haven't truly healed either. And I believe this is the first foray into romantic relationships too. I'm just so worried about her getting hurt as a result of this. I'm not the slightest concerned about how noble the man's family is or how much money they have, nothing superficial like that. All I want to know is whether he genuinely cares for her well-being and will make her happy. That's all that matters to me. See where you're coming from. Still, at the end of the day, that doesn't give me the excuse to invade the man's privacy or meddle in their affairs. I'm sure Leela will eventually tell me what's going on when she feels the time is right. I can ask her all of my questions then. Nah, this is good stuff. What do you mean? I completely understand where you're coming from here. I'd be more than happy to accept your request. Wait, I thought, are you sure? Wouldn't doing so violate the Bracer Code? Oh, no worries. The Bracer Code is totally open to individual interpretation, so it leaves a lot to each Bracer's personal judgment. I feel trying to follow the code to the letter and ignoring the feelings of those we're trying to serve misses the point of being a Bracer too. So I don't think it's unfair to dismiss your well-meaning intentions as trying to invade someone's privacy either. You leave all of this to me. I get you all kinds of answers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you agreeing to do this for me, really. Just know that I completely understand where you're coming from earlier, so I do want to ask that you invade his privacy no more than necessary. Is that fair? Perfecto. I hope this turns out to be something that will really make her happy. And that was the day Annalise agreed to accept the mayor's request, immediately and enthusiastically beginning her investigation. Naturally, she was very cautious not to make both Leela and her presumed partner suspicious in the process. Testimony 1. Those two certainly did come here, yes. I remember them sitting at the table over there, having a pleasant conversation with one another. I couldn't tell you what they were talking about, I'm afraid. But I do remember seeing Leela smiling while talking, which you don't see every day with her. That struck me. Really now. Do you remember anything about the man, by the way? Not in much detail, just he was a well-groomed, seemingly pleasant young man. That's about all I can say, I'm afraid. I see. Can I ask why you want to know all this? Well, you see... Wait, it's okay, you don't need to answer. They're in love, aren't they? It all makes sense now. She did very much look like a girl in love when she was talking to him, you know? So little Leela's finally ready to begin her journey into adulthood, is she? Oh, how sweet. We don't know for sure yet, so please keep this for yourself, okay? Don't go telling any of the other customers and starting any rumors. Not to worry, the secret's safe with me. Testimony 2. Yes, I saw them. I remember the man escorting the maid to the front of the door of the mayor's mansion. I was surprised he didn't go inside with her, honestly. Whenever I take Mina home, I always do. Oh, Harry. If you ask me, you're the one behaving inappropriately, not the man we're talking about. Improperly. I am. Ordinarily, when a gentleman escorts a lady to her home, he doesn't go inside. Really? Really. But surely the fact that I do that is proof that we're close, right? I wouldn't be assuming that if I were you. For one thing, those two seemed awfully close even without that, didn't they? I'm not saying that it's always wrong to go inside per se. But if that's what you want to keep doing, you won't see me stopping you. Okay, I will then. Why does everything have to be so much work when it comes to you? Thanks for the info anyway. Testimony 3. You want to ask about a man who's been spending time with Leela lately? Thinking back, I did see her with a man when my husband and I went to the market. They were looking at souvenirs together, I believe. I remember it well too. I've rarely seen a more adoring pair in my life. They were like a pair of newlyweds. Really? I wouldn't pay much attention to anything my husband says. He has a bit of habit of exaggerating. I'm not ashamed of it either. These kinds of stories are always much more interesting with a touch of dramatic flair. It wasn't the first time I've seen the man though. I sure met him before. But I can't for the life of me remember his name. Can you remember, dear? Don't be silly, of course I remember. I would never forget the name of a man I've done good business with. That was young Leonard. Wait, I know that name. Leonard from the Kingfisher Inn. Oh, you know him already? Well, that puts a damper on my fun. I use that place a lot for work reasons, so I even know him by face. Can't say I know that much about him as a person though. If you're well acquainted with him, would you tell me a bit more about him? I don't mind, but this information isn't going to come cheap. You gotta charge me? Please, that's not funny there. We owe so much to the Bracer Guild, you can't threaten to charge a member, I won't have it. Sorry, but I just can't help myself to a good joke. Let's see, well, he's a good, honest man for starters. Several days later. I see, so the man in question is Leonard from the Kingfisher Inn. I wonder how those two came to know each other. Oh, you know Leonard already? Only by name. I can't say I've ever spoken to him in person as such. The Kingfisher Inn has really made a name for itself in recent years. It's been doing quite well financially too. As things stand, it's a good target for investment. Trina said that too. I'm no expert on that kind of stuff though. Still, from what I can gather based on your report, the relationship is a healthy one. You seem to think very highly of Leonard. Oh, absolutely. Even his little sister, Sofina, is super sweet. I'd say you don't have anything to worry about with them. From what I've gathered, they make up for a picture-perfect married couple. I'd like to believe that's still a little while off. Then again, if they really are dating, it's a reality. I'll have to come to terms with it sooner than later. I'm happy for her, but at the same time, a little sad too. I get what you mean. Thank you very much for your report, Annalise. Sounds like she's made a fine choice. So I suppose all I can do for now is wait for her to share the truth with me herself. That sounds like a good plan. It's Mabel, it's me, Leela. Can I have a little free time? Oh? Speak of the devil. I wonder if the time has finally come. That'd be one funny coincidence, maybe it has. And if it has, then it's about time I made my exit. I wouldn't want to get in the way. Nonsense, I'd actually prefer if you stayed. If she does tell us what I expect her to, I don't intend to hide the truth of what I asked you to do. Oh, I see. Well, okay then. Miss Mabel. Oh, sorry, Leela. Come on in. As you wish. Oh, Miss Annalise. Please do accept my apologies. I didn't realize I was intruding. You're not. Don't mind me. I was just here to give my report on an investigation on behalf of the mayor. I see. So what brings you here, Leela? Do you have something you want to talk to me about? You could say that, yes. I have an important request I wish to make of you. Really now, what would happen to me? Well, it concerns the Kingfisher Inn near the Valeria Lake. My, we were right. Excuse me? Did you think I had no idea what was happening? I already know everything there is to know. How could you possibly? I'm sorry, I actually had Annalise here look into it for me. I was worried about you see. You're behaving so strangely lately. I'm sorry that I did it, but I just couldn't help myself. I see. There's no need for you to apologize, however. I didn't mean to worry you. Perhaps I should have been more open from the start. So, is Leonard being good to you? Damn, cut right to the chase, why don't you? He's a very kind man, yes. Why do you ask? That wasn't what I was asking. You know what I mean, Leela. So, is there anything else you want to say on the matter? Oh yes. If it's alright with you, I'd like to get right to discussing the date for the big day. Already? The big day? You've already started mapping it out? We have. We were hoping to keep it a secret for as long as possible in order to surprise you. Naturally, I made sure everything fits into your schedule. You are okay to begin making the necessary arrangements. Oh, wowie. Is something wrong? What was that? You dummy! I can see why you might have wanted to surprise me, I can. Did you really have to keep this from me until this late in the process? I mean, you got a right on your private life, you don't share anything with me. I'm not saying you have to, but I can't believe you would decide something so important without consulting me even once. Did you mean that? Do I mean that little to you? Besides, you've only been going out for about a month. Aren't wedding bells at this stage a little premature? Decisions are going to impact you for the rest of your life, Leela. You understand that, right? I think you should calm down and listen to what she has to say, Mary Mabel. I'm sure she does understand and has her own reasons for this. I have a horrible feeling that there's a very grave misunderstanding taking place here. You serious? Just what are we misunderstanding? The arrangements I've been making are for your next vacation. You've been so busy lately that I thought you really ought to have one, so I've been making the necessary arrangements in secret. What? You mentioned before that we would like to visit the famous Kingfisher Inn once, you see. So when Leonard needed to come to the Bosu Market to do some shopping, we decided to use the chance to meet and discuss how to go about this. I hadn't realized my actions were causing so many problems for you. Oopsie. I worry about you sometimes. Besides, I have no intention of getting married for a certain mistress of mine. But there doesn't seem to be any point soon. She makes a hobby of turning down countless marriage proposals in favor of devoting herself to work. It's not a hobby, it's because I have so much work on my plate that I don't have time for marriage to be on the brain. So there's nothing between you and Leonard? Nothing at all? Everyone says you two have been getting along so well. I'll admit that he's a lovely man, and I have a very positive impression of. But I've never considered him a potential partner, not once. Why? All girls your age experience romance at least once. It wouldn't be right for you not to do the same. This isn't something I intend to come out and say, but it seems to leave me with no choice. Right now, the most important thing in my life is your happiness. I put that over anything and everything else. Ensuring it is my greatest joy, my very reason for being. Until you've decided upon a partner to supplement that happiness, I have absolutely no intention of looking at anyone but you. I do appreciate you worrying about me. If it's my happiness you want, ask that you focus on your own happiness first and foremost. And yet, like clockwork, I see you disregarding your well-being and taking on far more work than is humanly possible. Fine, I get it. Now that we can put the whole marriage thing behind us, I will accept your offer of vacation. So feel free to proceed with your plan. I'll leave arranging the schedule to you. As you wish. Then if you will permit me to excuse myself, I shall. Good day to you, Miss Annalise. Oh. I'm really sorry. It looks like my research may have been a tad incomplete. Don't worry about it. I don't think anything was wrong with your report. All of this was due to my foolishly jumping to conclusions. Can't believe I ended up giving her yet another excuse to lecture me. It's no big deal. Gotta admit though, I'm jealous. Jealous? You never heard that? Anyway, I'm sure I'll see you around. You look great together. Oh, endless. What a day. I feel almost ashamed to be this relieved over all this. I don't know if I'll ever be able to manage without her at my side. Like a mother finished. Bloody meatballs. 100,000 Mira! This simple investment. Bankers will hate you for this. Easy way to double your money. Also a bit of a shorter one. Which is nice, actually. Bit of refreshing from the longer side stories we've had. Let's see, anything else in here? Now the XP is starting to go down a little bit. We should be able to get a few more levels before we reach a boss though. Anything in here? That enemy just standing in the corner there. Tomato Fortune. Did you know Trails in the Sky's Japanese name is Sora no Kiseki, but the Japanese team has fully endorsed the English name to the point where it's used on the cover of the Sora no Kiseki manga in Japan. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, nice miss.
Done yet.
We fight this one too. I feel like if we fight all of them, we should have the highest chance of not getting one shot the next boss battle, but it feels like no matter what I will do, I will still get one shot, because we kinda do. It feels like the only way to not get one shot is to be immune to damage, which means Kevin ult. At last chapter we didn't have a Kevin ult. Do we check out the auditorium next maybe? Feels like a good thing. Should we try using one of her... Oh, it's actually a circle thing. Okay, that was pretty bad for me to do. I kind of expected it to do more damage. Well, now we know we can't rely on it too much. Check out the auditorium. Up here, maybe? No chest behind him. Wait, are they standing like the people are? Is that what they're doing? Like standing like the students were? I have some ideas for you, but I'm keeping them close to my chest, sorry. Haha. That's great. So good. If we could get a Joshua weapon in this area, that would be good. Probably the most noticeable damage buffs we can get is from Joshua getting new weapons. Like for example, Ren won't actually get much stronger in this game because she's not using any crafts and she already has Mind 5 equipped, unless there's gonna be a Mind 6. There was never in the previous game. Guess that doesn't mean there won't be in this one though. Nice. Check out the main building, I guess. Like a teacher standing here in front. Do Joshua's thing. Oh, I wanted to see if any of the other ones could do damage, but no.
Done yet.
Nothing in here. No sneaky chests behind here. Let's just kill them. Joshua, go!
That's that. Let's move out.
Faculty Lounge, Tornado Fan. We ran out of ideas for messages, so take this treasure instead. This classroom. Serum capsule. Victim's memoirs. I ate my friend today. What else was I supposed to do? I was starving, we both were, and there's no food here. So we decided together that one of us should try to live just a little while longer. If only Ren had like one more arts power, she would kill them with one attack.
That's that. Let's move out.
Check out the classroom on the other side. Nothing. Okay, I guess we go for Clubhouse then. 10,000 Mira. Someone carved a smiley face at the bottom. It was you. I did that. I actually can two of them now.
That's that. Let's move out.
It seems like there is slight variance on the damage you do. Because sometimes I kill them and sometimes I don't. If only I could cast something faster so we can get Ren's attacks will not get blocked. I can't.
That's that. Let's move out.
Nice. Not too many rooms left now. Gargan armor. I was filled with something once, but now there's nothing. All because of you. The Gargan armor. Not bad. For like Chloe especially. Just bonuses. I think that means we're kind of gone through all of them. Except the old schoolhouse. Perhaps go here then. Oh, we need a key. Where would we find the key though? Principal's office? Why did we miss it? It feels like we've been pretty much everywhere. I don't actually know. Faculty lounge? Have I been blind and it's just been in the open somewhere? I would have guessed a classroom or something. Auditorium? I don't think so though. I don't know. And is it like a chest or? Because we were in all of the rooms. Kind of annoying, like not even having any clue from anyone where we're supposed to go. Does it say anything in the... Here? No? Let's look around. That's not very descriptive of them. Unless it's some random enemy that gives it. But which ones haven't I fought? Because they respawn. I don't know which ones I haven't fought. I think I fought here. We gotta really recheck the entire place again because I missed one thing. Annoying. Let's look through all the rooms again, I guess. It would be like, feels like it would be in a chest, wouldn't it? I don't know if I ever fought you, for example. Maybe you have it. Just guessing. Don't have much other ideas. No. And now we got surprise attacked because I'm getting reckless. Honestly, what am I missing? Fight you again. It has to be an enemy that I just haven't fought, I think. That's my guess here. Maybe it's these red enemies that don't respawn or something. Let's see if I go up and... No, he respawns. What about it? Maybe it's the black ones that don't respawn. I don't know. Was there another one? Oh. This thing isn't fully charged, but... Please don't kill me. No. At least I managed to get it off before I died, I guess. Revive won't have time to get off before we win. No. That's a lot of teleporters. Whew. That's another one. Let's try this. Oh, I missed the last one. Awfully slow we are with using this. No? Here's another one. It's just my theory that these are the ones you need to kill. And if you do, maybe it just opens? Yes, there we are. Ah, color is back. In that area specifically, though. Does that mean that there's still another knight out here? Yes, there is. So if we kill them all in an area, we get the color back. It's gonna be a lot of combat. Was that not the last one? Oh. Oh yeah, I got this. No! Come on! bit tired of just killing the same enemies in this area this many times now. The hidden one behind here or something? No. No!
Good.
Stop it!
Well, that takes care of that.
I don't see a single other enemy out here. So I don't really know what we're supposed to do. They should have said this too, I feel, or at least hinted at it some way. Is there... I feel like we killed this one already though. They respawn. So it must be a key, but the area changed. I don't know. They're confusing me. Stop that. Apparently we didn't kill this one before. And if we make all the areas have color again, maybe we get back color everywhere. We kill this one. Again though, if they had just told me that this is how it worked, I would have done this the first time. Oh.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Those ones seem to respawn out there though, so I'm not gonna kill them out there. As for in here, I think I already killed them all. Guess we're doing it again.
Well, that takes care of that.
Isn't that every area a turn now? Because here... Auditorium, I guess, isn't fixed. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Kill this one now. I don't know why. I thought it was only the darker ones that you had to kill. But the red ones maybe you have to kill too? No enemy here. This one respawned? Why did it respawn? This area confuses me. It's very, very weird. But nothing's happening when I kill everyone there. I'm pretty sure both dormitories have... Should we try killing them outside again? We already did that though. I guess we do. What did it say in the note? Defeating all the Black Knights in an area brought color back to it. Yes, but I already did that out here once. But they respawn. Oh no, I just kicked it out. That wasn't a good play. That was a horrible play, is what we call that. Now they're gonna kill Chloe. Except they missed.
Nicely done.
I don't know what we're supposed to do. Honestly. Can we just go there now? Is it suddenly open without having told us? Worth trying, I guess. No? It's just the auditorium that doesn't have color. Or now that there is color, is there something new in the rooms or something? And now we can get a key? No? Now there's a knight up there. He wasn't there before. Maybe you have to do them in a certain order, but the order is never described anywhere, so you just have to guess. There we go. He wasn't there before though. Now there's another knight outside, I guess. It's with the order you progress the zones, I guess. Makes there be new knights in other areas. I hope that every area isn't like this. It's gonna be painful to clear this zone if that's it. Oh no, no, I didn't mean to use his. We gotta kill the other ones again now. Okay, here I was thinking, oh, we'll be cool and, you know, use the chain mechanic. I should not have done that. I should just stick to my arts and never expand my horizons. Oh well. Get him revived again. Any other one? That's not the right one. Oh, I did not see this one. Here we go.
That's that. Let's move out.
That wasn't the final one. Is there another one hiding in the trees that I don't see? Over here maybe? Oh yes, I just can't see them in the trees like that. They're very good at disguising themselves. They all focus on him. Get him revived. I wish I could select to heal him already. Even though I know he's not alive yet, but like schedule a heal for him. Whatever. Now they're gonna hit him again and he's gonna die. Ah! He's alive. Please tell me that was the last one and opened the way now. Oh, that was painful. Seemed like almost RNG which one you wish. And I went here again. Let's return and drink from the water now. Get us all healed up. Oh, they're still spawning the enemies though. I almost thought you guys weren't gonna show up. Huh? What? You guys look like you just seen a ghost or something. That's surprised to see us here, huh? What are you guys? I've never even seen you before. They're members of a group that hangs around Ruin called the Ravens. What are you all doing here? Damned if I know. All of a sudden, we were just... where? Wait, are you implying... We're not real by the looks of it. We're just imitations of a real selves created by someone or something to do battle with you. That's what we're here for. So you're copies of real people created here like Celeste then. Although unlikely it was the Lord of Phantasma that created you, maybe. And if that's the case, you're not gonna let us go without a fight, huh? Can't say I got anything against you guys, but fighting is what we're here for, so yep. And if we can't go against it, we might as well enjoy it. Time to show off how much stronger we've gotten since that red-headed bastard started working us to the bone. Ags must be a real slave driver to fire up this much. If you have no choice, then let us fight with all we have. Can't help but wonder if all we folks ended up being created here to fight you. We of all folks. Like this is just fate or something. Just don't even think of holding back. Come as with all you got. Right. They sure are a hot-blooded bunch, aren't they? Let's see if they grown any stronger since the mess that was their own chapter was. Let's delay them. I want to slow them. We should also heal Kevin. What? Don't focus like that. It's very rude of you. No, I'm afraid they're gonna kill Ren. They didn't, good. Let's honestly delay them again, it's really good. Delay them again. Going pretty smoothly. Delay them again. One down. Another one down. They really haven't gotten much stronger, have they? 79 XP. Crud! Wow, you got us good. Looks like we're gonna have to get the hell of a lot stronger if we want to rank up from up to being senior bracers. Hey, there's no need to be hard on yourselves. You put up a damn good fight. Oh, not that good. I agree, you did very well. Not really. Either way, it looks like our role in this world is over now. We got no way of telling if our real selves are even gonna be aware of what happened here. But, well, if you run into us in the real world again, say hi, okay? Don't get cocky because you won, though. The guy waiting up ahead is nastier than we could dream of. You're not gonna stand a chance if you don't give it everything you got. They just vanished. They left us some pretty useful advice, at least. They seem too nice to be delinquents, if you ask me. Anyone else feels like the purple-haired guy's parting words were on the ominous side. Heading towards the old schoolhouse, right? That's right. It's a stone building that was used by the academy until a few decades ago. It's no longer used these days. I'm not sure who Rocco was referring to, but it sounds like we should make sure we're ready before going inside. The Durham capsule. Ding dong, the cheap chime of her doorbell echoed through the empty apartment. Who's there? Heal everyone up. There aren't any more items here, were there? No. I've been anticipating your arrival. What the? Philip? Oh god, we're in charge, S-Craft. Congratulations on your victory outside. And now that you've done so, I will be serving as your next opponent. I'm assuming you're a copy of the real Philip too. Indeed I am. And because of that, I've no choice but to point my blade at you. At even you, your highness, knowing full well how unforgivable that act is. As the first guardian, I, Philip Brunel, the Sword Fox and former captain of the Royal Guard, challenge you to battle. While you were able to hold your own against foreign forces at once, your skill must be something worth boasting. That's why I won't be holding back. I think you overestimate my abilities. Still, I'll do what I can to be a worthy opponent for you. It's been quite a while since we last saw each other, huh? So it has. I remember you well, fair lady. I bet you do. The way you fought was very impressive. But you spent all your time fighting Walter and Blue Blonde. You didn't spare any playtime for me at all. I hope you're gonna make up for that this time. I can only hope that I don't disappoint. Very well. If this time it must be, I won't hesitate. We accept your challenge. I don't have S-Craft charge. At least, not Ren's. Okay, what's the plan here? 47k HP. Get him charged early. Okay. We did block this. He's not gonna do any damage. Pretty cool animation though. Kevin is gonna get hit with all of these. He might just die. Gotta get rid of these fairy things. Yeah, it was a bad idea leaving him in the middle. Go for these two. Oh, that's not a lot of damage. Ooh, that's a slow heal. Does she not have cast? She doesn't have cast, does she? Let's move her over here and actually just S-Craft as a heal instead. That's a lot of turns in a row there. How are you getting so many turns? Including all of them too, by the way. Another dash roll delay. We need to heal. But question is, how do we do that the best way here? Your heal is too slow. Let's just heal yourself and hope. Yeah, okay, that was the wrong choice apparently. If we can, we should try to get them up and then get the Chloe ult off. So if we can somehow do that, that would be great. Do this, and now we do this. Hopefully it hits. It does. I would want to wait with Kevin slightly. Nice, he survived. He might get hit again though. No? Okay, Kevin has his ult ready, that's very good. Too slow with the heals again. Cost too much. I don't know. Just this then, I guess. That's good. Get the heal off and then do your big Grail Sphere on everyone. Oh, of course I got for the only one that didn't get it. Oh well. We should be sitting quite comfortably now. Oh, he... Oh, almost got him the crit turn, that would have been bad. He seems to be immune to most debuffs. So let's not spend any time even trying. Instead, let's just be on the offensive here. Okay, at least Chloe has her ult now. Stop focusing on Joshua though, please. Let him have a turn to just exist. Nice, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, I forgot we just said he was immune to that. This with a 200 though should be a kill. Nice. That was a nicely tuned battle. I like it. Perhaps this was inevitable. I'm simply not young enough to pose a challenge to any of you anymore, I fear. You can't be kidding me. I can only hope age is that kind to me. Your strength is nuts. It's no surprise those enforced to struggle against you, that's for sure. Well, I'd say that qualifies as making up for that time. There's no need to try and flatter me. Regardless, while I may not have been able to pose a challenge to you, I'm sure the other Guardians will. Be sure not to let your guard down against them, even for a moment. Oh, bear that in mind, Philip. Thank you. Now, if you will all excuse me, I think it's time for me to depart. Once I disappear, the next path should open. It's my hope that you will all overcome the remaining trials and return from this place safe and well. He's one hell of a tough butler. Indeed. Is everyone ready to move on to the next area? I'm guessing we'll be able to access that from the scenic route like we did this time. Let's go see which one of the other monuments is activated. Right. Let's look around this place though. I guess there's not gonna be any more bosses or anything, but... Well, I know there's a way out here. There's been in every game. Best. Punisher. That was how Jubilee, who adored her grandfather and took every chance to spend her days with him as a child, became the new owner of a little carpenter shop in Bose. Trails in the Chest, Part 1, end. It's sad still that we can't read those in order. Check upstairs in all the rooms, maybe? Oh. T-anklet. Did you know? Ein's name was originally translated as Anne in the novel Cornelia, but this name dropped the meaning to her name, which is one in German. That is why it's respectively back to Ein now. Ah. Ah, because she's the first of the Gauss Rider? Happiness comes in many forms and can be interpreted in many ways. Present me the form of happiness you have obtained. Only then shall the door open. No, this is a long door, I think. Isn't this the last? Yes, it's the last long door. We'll do that next episode. I don't feel like I quite got like another hour in me for doing that, so better do that in next time. Sepith. The words ren, rent, and end combine to make what exactly? Be sure to keep this hint in mind. I'm not sure what they're... I'm not sure what they mean that to combine actually. Maybe I'm just stupid, but... Let's check down here too, we never went here. Maybe nothing here, but... No. I think that's it then. We got the door for next time. And we got the next area, whatever that's gonna be. I'm thinking maybe we should try doing the arena next time too. Oh, we can't even take this now. Oh well. We're doing the sun door next time and the arena, probably. We need to get that beaten soon, because I think we're gonna get the next part of that pretty soon. So we should get that cleared out before we get the next part. Well, thank you for watching this episode. We got quite a lot of progress done, actually. Yeah. Sadly, we got stuck in the schoolhouse area for a bit though when I didn't know what to do. But yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.